to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. First and 10. Garcia. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So a collective holding of breath here as the starter heads for the sideline. And all eyes now on the backup quarterback as he'll duck under center. They run. Anderson. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Kelly to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And again, the run gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. On third down. It's Hart, and he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Brinza now after the field goal readies for the kickoff. Returning it, Carlos Henderson. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second down following the run. Back to throw. Garcia. And the Chiefs are going to get him. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Garcia on third down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And the return will stop right around the 25. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Jack, Patriot,
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bowers. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Now it's Brinza to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Denver getting set to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Doc. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line. Looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Jack, Patriot,
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. C.J. Anderson, the 40, 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Touchdown on the season, and the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. And he puts it through. Now McManus on to kick this one off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And the D looking like they may blitz. On first down, Mahomes. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets this one all the way up to the 24. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bowers. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now they try the right side here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now it's Brinza to kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some...
C.J. Anderson, the 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. C.J. Anderson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now here comes Kansas City.
And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can...
But I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Here's Anderson. Flashed the stick skills on that run, but then stopped shy of the 35. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They run it again with Anderson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
Has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on fourth down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
When we talk about Aqib Talib, technique is not the word that comes to mind, but don't worry about that. This guy anticipates as well as anyone in the league, and he did just that, picking off another pass.
They start the drive with Anderson. Anderson loses the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field.
And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Hurry up, here we go. 3. No, check. Detroit, here we go. Detroit. 3. Over.
On 2nd down, Anderson. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at third and a few inches.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
The Broncos on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at third and the nose of the football.
Here we go now. Green 19.
They'll run with D'Angelo Henderson, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number 1.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
All right, here we go.
10th carry now for Anderson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And now Anderson is slow to get up. Staying down after that last play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So the offense has it 1st and 10. A first carry for Elijah McGuire. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Watch right. Leopard, back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They go again with McGuire. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Three down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go. Watch tight end.
Looking to throw on 2nd. Here's Kelly. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 19. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Throw left side complete. That's Cannon. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They go play fake. Mahomes being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Fresh set of downs here.
No, check. Detroit!
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle, and that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. A big play there just before halftime. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now it's Brinza to kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Detroit! Here we go now. Gun!
On first down, it's Kelly. Going up top. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
On the carry is Henderson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And McManus able to put it through. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Mahomes going to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bowers. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
And that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Brendan Langley picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe bashed it.
Super toe.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. From the gun, Kelly. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Green 39!
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And got his man complete. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. And even 40 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. It's Harmon. 23 yards on the play. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Buying time to his left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, being on second half no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Fielded about a yard deep. And Denver getting set to take the field. So the D-line's going to spread out. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Townsend. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, Kelly. Sanders has it over the middle. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Strong left. Watch him now, Barney.
Out of the gun, it's Kelly. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. A swing pass caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Now it's Brinza to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the Broncos coming out now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
And he's going to be shoved down pretty hard. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
All right, here we go. Left back in that Philly. Here we go. Set. Blue landing.
On 1st and 10, Kelly. He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On the carry, this is McGuire. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Kelly operating from the gun. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run with McGuire. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's McGuire, and he'll be knocked down sideways, right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Broncos on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. They get to the football. It's blocked. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's got room. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They find some open field here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Now a first down throw. Kelly, he's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he's got some space here. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen.
And he loses the football a second time. And he will fall on this one himself, so no late turnover and time.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Starts with a feeling, and you ride it like a wave. Crash it so the sparks can come together. Don't need a reason why the universe was made. It goes on and on and on and on forever. And it's a long flight on this battle star where we fight for love no matter where we are. Oh, 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 oh. And there's a big bang in this universe, and it makes me feel like the gold I'm worth. Oh, 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 oh. You got me like ooh. You got me like you got me like and ooh, with all the things you do. Yeah, anything and everything a man can feel. Well, honey, I'm feeling with you. Baby, you're flashing, and I'm blinded by your light. I love the way you Jupiter is rising. You got me reacting like a lunatic tonight. I love the way the stars are all aligning. You got me like ooh. You got me like you got me like and ooh, with all the things you do. Yeah, anything and everything a man can feel. Well, honey, I'm feeling with you. You got me like ooh, I'm feeling you.
You make me feel like the world's spinning like a satellite. You make me feel like
The sun is blasting out a ray of light, ray of light. You got me like ooh. You got me like you got me like and ooh, with all the things you do. Yeah, anything and everything a man can feel. Well, honey, I'm feeling with you. Girl, you got me like come on, man.